Hey guys, I'm Tara with Tara Simon Studios, and today I have the distinct pleasure to be reviewing once again Dimash. We are going to be reviewing his song Hello, and this is a live performance, of course. You would expect nothing less from such a vocal genius, and thank you so much for requesting it. Here we go. I will say that everything I've reviewed of his so far creates such a vibe, creates such a moment before he even sings. Ooh, singing in English.
Acting my dreams have kissed your lips at thoughts of times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door. Hello, is it me you're looking for?
I love this song.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
Listen to how he uses his breath to create intimacy.
You're all I've ever wanted, and my arms are open wide. 'Cause I know just what to say.
Nice and tender, nice and intimate, drawing the audience in with the quietness of his voice.
And I want to tell you so much.
He's also giving himself somewhere to go.
I love you.
Builds anticipation. The music kind of starting to build up a little bit. Starting to go swell himself. Wow. Vocal dynamics in there are insane.
I've been alone with you inside my mind, and in my dreams I'll kiss your lips a dozen times. I sometimes see you pass outside my door.
Perfect placement on door. Just boom.
Hello, is it me you're looking for?
Oh, look at his jaw there.
I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile.
A little under pitch on C there, just slightly.
All I've ever wanted, and my arms are open wide. 'Cause you know just what to say, and I know just what to do.
Okay, I wanna just give you a little bit of an explanation there. When he went, and that was a glottal attack. Now, I know that he is so stylistically sound and so technically sound that was a choice. But I want to show you the difference because he's done it a lot where he doesn't do glottal attacks, and you can go, and, instead of, and. Do you hear the slap, the, It's like, okay, so what happens inside is that your vocal cords, before they rub together, go. So they always do this. They're doing this when I'm talking to you right now. But a glottal attack, makes them go, Okay, and so when he sings, and, that's what did it. Instead of, and, where I'm adding a silent H in front of the A to keep me from slapping. So it costs your voice a little bit more to do a glottal attack. There is a reason, and there are times where it's appropriate, and I don't think it was inappropriate there. It gave it a little more grit, a little more intensity. Pop singers use it all the time for emotional, just, I guess, adding a little bit more emotional robustness to that moment. But just know that inside, it's slapping before it rubs, and that's not the absolute best thing that you can do for your voice. It's not going to kill it. You're not going to be sore the next day. It's not going to do much. But over time, if you did a bunch of glottal attacks, yeah, you'd start to feel it. You'd start to feel the repercussions of that. So I just want you to know the difference between starting a vowel like an and, like if you're saying the word and in a song, any open vowel, A, E, I, O, U, has the propensity for the singer to use a glottal attack when starting that note with that open vowel. Unlike a word like a T or an R where you have that phonation before you get to the vowel. So it's sort of like the pillow that your head lays on. But if you have an open vowel, there's no pillow, you're just there. The note is there. And so you add a silent H in front of it to let the air start coming through before the sound does. Okay, so because a glottal attack, all that is basically the sound and the air starting at the exact same time. And your glottis is going, right? It's kind of like when you're clearing your throat and go, you feel that? That's that same exact motion that your voice is doing when I sing and versus and. And I think personally I sound better doing the second one. I feel better. It's not as abrupt sounding to me. It kind of cushions the sound. He sounded great doing his glottal attack, but I just want to stop in and kind of give you that example. Let's go back just a little bit so you can hear again what I was talking about. Heard it? I'll try to point out if he doesn't do it again in the song so that you hear the difference from him. Beautiful. He's got such poise. He's just standing there in the moment of the music. Doesn't lose any kind of intensity when he's not singing. That's important. Something's about to happen. Goodness. Ooh, I love that dissonance. Woo! Mix. Perfect. Woo! I mean, I give up. We're done. Shut up. I mean, goodness. That's not human. I'm convinced. Something's. Look at him. That resonance. It's so forward. It's so right there in his nose. Locked in place. On his knees. Oh my goodness. You flirt. You just know. He's like, yeah, eat out of the palm of my hand. Here's some lunch. Have it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so yeah, he's insane. He really is. There's so much technically that I can talk about in performances like his. And I really feel like I have to pick and choose, otherwise we'd be here all day. But I want to just speak real quick to, we already talked about the glottal attack thing. I want to speak real quick to the vocalises that he was doing in the kind of improv part. That sounds, you know, I mean, you don't know why, but it sounds very Middle Eastern, right? He's from Kazakhstan, I believe, pretty sure. And that is part of his culture. That vocal flexibility is actually interwoven into his culture, into the songs that they hear and sing. They use really beautiful melodic choices. They use minors in their major chords, and he's choosing these different notes that you wouldn't normally go to. They're not your regular obvious standout notes when he's choosing to run. And the way, I will say this, the way that he's going really fast in between those, like when he goes up and then he stays and kind of flutters, it's really very similar to how you do vibrato. The that really, really fast kind of running, that's almost like as if you're singing I'm starting off with vibrato, and I'm using the speed of my vibrato to move different melody. So vibrato, traditionally, you sing a note, straight tone, straight tone, and then you go into vibrato. But if I want to do kind of like Middle Eastern sounding runs that are really, really quick, and they're very agile, and they're over before you really even think you heard them, you're like, what just happened there, right? Like kind of what he just did. You start off, if you want to practice this, start off just doing vibrato, and see if you can hold that for a while. And if you can hold the vibrato for a while, then see if you can just do a quick little run, to where the vibrato is the same speed as the movement of the note. If I did it slower, you hear it's much more pronounced notes, right? But I'm also not moving those notes at the same speed of my vibrato anymore either. So the name of the game is, as fast as your vibrato waves are, that's as fast as you move the notes. And that's the beginning of how to sound like that and to practice the speed and agility that he's exhibiting when he does those kind of Middle Eastern sounding really cool runs in the middle of a song. Really beautifully done. I mean, that's a whole like lot of studying and a lot of work on its own, just the capability to do that. And I mean, let's forget about, I've already talked about this in his other videos, his range capability, his resonance, his vowel production, his support. Let's just stop at those two things in this video, because I just can't with him. He's just, at this point, he's annoyingly good. I love him so much. And you know what I love so much about him, even more than his voice, or not more, but just as much, as his vocal presence equals his physical presence on stage. He just owns those people, and he knows it when he's on stage. He's on his knees at the end, and he's like, yeah, I may be on my knees physically, but you all are on your knees, and I have you eating out of the palm of my hand in your mind. And that's so powerful. It's so amazing. And he's gracious too. He's an outstanding performer. For those of you who are looking to learn to sing better, he is a great person to watch. Now look, you're probably not going to have the range that Dimash has. There is a lot of God-given talent in there, right? But the way that he uses his voice, the tools that he uses and the technique that he uses to get his voice out properly is so learnable. It is so teachable. And if you're looking to learn more about that, I'd be happy to help you. My coaches at TSS would be happy to help you. We do vocal technique all day long. And I mean, what he does is vocally sound technique work. It's not magic. The God-given talent that he has, that's the magic part, right? The amount that he has. But even with a small amount of talent and with the right technical training, you can learn how to be better and how to sing and how to grow your voice. I also have an 8-week course that's designed just for this as well. It's called Sing Smarter, Not Harder. A lot of what he's doing is exactly what we talk about in the course, about what does singing smarter, not harder mean? How do we grow our voices? Why is singing 90% mental and only 10% talent? Those questions are answered in the course and much more. It's an 8-week course. Once you have it, you own it. So click on that link below, learn a little bit more about it, sign up. I would love to see you in there. There's a lot of you guys on YouTube that have subscribed, that have joined the course. And I'm so blessed, excited, and proud to say that they are learning so much and progressing. Like, they're so excited and they're sending me emails, and I love to respond and be like, yes, and celebrate with them, because they started off by clicking a button in a description box, not knowing if they even had enough talent to sing. And now they're saying, oh my gosh, my voice has grown a fifth or a third, and I didn't think I could sing on pitch, and now I know that I can, or I didn't know that I could hold a note this long, and now I'm holding it 16 beats versus 4. That's everything. That's just awesome. So if you're feeling stuck in your vocal journey, or if you don't even know if you should have a vocal journey, this course is for you. If you're a pro and you're wanting to get better, you've got shows you've got to prep for, and you need some good solid training at your fingertips on demand whenever you need it, this course is for you too. I would love to see you in it, and of course, I'll see you guys on the next one.